So last week, I think it was last week. It might have been the week before. I can't quite remember. But recently, I did Gintama openings, the first half of the Gintama openings. Today, I'm going to be doing part 2. I'm going to be doing the second half of these openings, and I'm excited to jump into it. I liked the first half. They were, as I put in the title, very consistently good. I had no problems with them. The music was good. The visuals were solid. I got a lot of a good idea of the characters and kind of what this show might be. And some of you guys in the comments talked to me about the things that you liked about the show, and you know, made some clarifications for me. I very much appreciate it, and so thank you, Gintama fans, for doing that. And if there's anything else you want to say about the show, or you know, now after I've seen all of these OPs, you can tell me what your favorite one was and why, and maybe you can, without spoiling the series for me or anyone in the comments, you can still, you know, tell me stuff about the show that if you want. You know, you're passionate about it, go for it. I'm completely okay with that. But yeah, today we're going to be doing the second half of the OPs. So we're going to be jumping into it. If you want to watch the full-length reactions to these, then make sure to go to my Patreon account, and that will make sure that you can like watch it. You can sync it up with me so you don't have to watch it with the editing and stuff. But otherwise, you can just stay here and watch the edited versions of my reaction. And support the channel if you can, as best you can. Where I really shine on this channel is my TV show reaction. So if you like the way that I'm reacting, you like my personality or the way that I talk or the things that I say, or you're just curious, go check out some of my other videos, see if there's anything you like. I hope there is, and I hope you can stick around on this channel, because I love having more people here and I love being able to do these videos. Also, feel free to recommend other shows that I could do OP reactions and stuff too. I've seen a lot of shows and I've seen a lot of OPs in the past, but maybe it's something that I haven't seen. So anyway, we're going to get into Gintama, the second half of the openings. I believe we ended on opening 11 last time, so it'll probably be opening 12 now. Let's jump into it. Here we go. Oh, this is like a photograph one. Oh, you know what? I would be okay if the entire OP was photographs, but it's not going to be. I love photographs and OPs and EDs. Man, I forgot how big the dog was. Clifford. Let's clean it up. I like the song. There's a girl who's in love with him, the purple haired girl that jumped past. Oh, what the? Is that supposed to be? Oh yeah, this is the main character, I imagine, right? In his past? Oh, this is cute. Yeah, I like this song. Amoyamo. This is a cute song. Oh my god. That's cute as fuck. That's such a cute OP. I like that one. I like that it started with the pictures. You know what it reminds me of? Whenever I see photographs in anime stuff, it reminds me of the My Hero Academia ending. I believe it's the second half of season 4. Maybe it's the first half of season 4. No, it would be the second half, because the first half is the airy stuff. So I think it's the second half of season 4. And it's got the song Shout Baby in the background of that ED. And it's basically panning through a bunch of photos of characters. Some characters that we know, some that we don't. Like at this time in the show, that we didn't really know much about them. And we learn about them later on in the story and stuff. And like, there's so many like little Easter eggs in that OP, and the song Shout Baby is incredible. I recommend watching the first take of that, like the first take YouTube channel of that song. But like, that's one of my favorite EDs of MHA and of all time. And so when I see photos in this stuff, I think you can have a lot of personality in photos, and it can show a lot of like memories and stuff. So I love when OPs and stuff incorporate that. And so this one starting with that was great. The song was super catchy. Visuals were simple but great, as the other ones have been. So I really liked it. That was Let's Go Out. So let's move on to the next one, which is Sakura Mitsutsuki. All right, here we go. Okay. Ooh. Shrouded in Darkness. I like the guitar in this song. This one's got a cool vibe to it so far. Oh. Oh, this is great. This band sounds familiar as fuck. Oh, this song is great. I gotta see which band this is. Ooh, this is a cool part of the song too. The like Sakura pedals everywhere. It's Spy Air! Of course it is! Spy Air are awesome. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, this might be one of my favorites. This is good shit. That's top tier. That's a top tier one. Man, that's Spy Air. Spy Air are great. They did Haikyuu's first opening, Imagination. And like they're great, and like the singer is so good. Like he's just got a great voice. With a lot of emotion. I think that's the big part of it, is like he sings with a lot of passion, and I really like it. Yeah, wow, that was great. The visuals were solid as well, but I think the visuals, they were just like supporting the song really well, and that's why it was really good. You know, it wasn't like I wasn't blown away by the visuals, but I think the visuals were really good just because the song was so great and the visuals felt great underneath it, you know? So, very impressed with that one. That's one of my favorite ones. I think if I'm, like, right now, the ones that are jumping out at me is, like, this one. And I remember from the last video, the one where he's, like, going up the elevator and he has, like, the memories on his back or whatever. Like, that was another one that I remember stands out to me. But that one stood out to me because of the visuals. This one, I think, stands out to me because of the song. Anyway, let's go on to the next one. This one's called Day X Day, or Day Day. I'm not quite sure. Here we go. Day by day. That makes sense. Going along the road again. Is that dog allowed to be in the middle of the road? Going towards that big building again. There's Eye Patch Girl. And those guys. The purple-haired girl does the same thing in every intro. This song's solid. The chorus is catchy. I like how it's panning through all the characters. I quite like them. That part is so catchy. Day by day, by day by day. Like, that's so good. That's great. Blue and Count. Hang on. Because they were Blue and Count. I feel like I know them. Did they do Polaris? The song Polaris? Polaris. Song. That didn't help. Is it? There is a song by, yeah, I think so. Blue and Count. Poradisu. Yeah. They did, which is MHA season 4. The first half of season 4, I believe, is what they did. So nice, we're getting some good bands doing the second half here. Like, and by good bands, I guess I mean bands that I know, but I love them. And yeah, that day by day by day by day, like that's already super catchy. I mean, it helps that it's in English, so I can sing along to it as well. But yeah, that's very catchy. I like, since there are, I mean, you can see on the screen there are so many characters in this show now. And by the way, she is stepping on this guy, which I'm not mad about. That's great. I wish I was him. Yeah, there are so many characters that, Jesus, this green guy with the horns. I'm only now just like properly looking at them. I'll finish my thought before I look at more of these. There are so many characters in this that, like, when they do like panning shots across them, they can sort of like continually like do a big long panning shot with a bunch of characters doing a bunch of unique stuff. And it's really like dynamic and fun. And I like that a lot. So anyway, I'm now actually going to properly look at some of these characters. Got an old guy here with just like underwear on. It seems he's barely on the screen for you guys, but yeah, there's that green guy. There's some alien looking guys who look like they're from Dragon Ball Z. Some mostly normal looking people around here. Yeah, pretty much everyone else looks normal except this guy over here. I don't know if you can see my mouse there, but this guy over here has like pretty big facial features. But But yeah, and there's an old guy here who's got like fucking Mission Impossible goggles on. But other than that, pretty normal. I know there's the big fucking duck, but we know about the big duck. All right, let's move on to the next one. This next one is called Pride Kakume. Female vocals, good. Great female vocals. She sort of sounds familiar. Maybe I know this woman as well. Nice little festival going on here. Hey, there was that purple-haired woman and she wasn't just with love heart eyes. It actually gave her something different. Oh, shit. Chico with Honeyworks, yeah. Wait, I think I know this song. Yeah, this is a great song. I think I do know it. Ooh. Some of these OPs get intense with the... Yeah, with some of the thematic stuff. Yeah, I definitely know this song from somewhere. Oh, good note. Oh, don't start the next one yet. I'm not ready yet. Wow. I feel like I know that song. Hold on. I'm just checking the Pride Kakume, right? Why do I know that? Pride Kakume. Well, the third result on Google is Pride Kakume Bandari, which is Bang Dream, which means the song, there's a cover of that song in the game Bang Dream Girls Band Party, which I played religiously for a few years. So that's why I know it. I've heard a cover of the song before, and so I like a lot of the time I will know different like iconic anime songs because I played Bang Dream Girls Band Party a lot. I used to play it every night. And it's got covers of a bunch of famous Japanese songs and famous anime songs especially in that game. And so I would just be playing, like I'd just click random and play whatever song came up, you know? So I would play a lot of songs that I hadn't heard before, but I got super used to. And then over time, I start to discover those songs within whatever media they came from. And it's always really exciting. So that happened here. I knew what that song was. But it's a great song. I don't think I'd ever heard the original of that song. But yeah, it was bloody good. There was some nice, comfy, fun visuals, but overall, solid stuff. Let's move on to the next one. It's called Beautiful Days. I like the style so far. That's all the main character's feet tapping. Wow, this is super different. Why does the nerd guy look so swaggery right now? Why did he change his style? He looks cool now. The other two look the same. This is great. This is super unique. There's a purple-haired girl, back to loving. Like, the fact that they changed art style for this is cool. This is so delightful. I like it. I like that they're doing something different, you know? Oh, yeah. Wow. Hey, good shit. Well done. That was cool because they tried something new and it worked well. Like, after however many openings we're in now, like we're probably on opening like 15 or something, or 16 maybe, that it's nice getting a bit of a change up because I've liked all these OPs a lot, but they are very similar to one another. But that's a good thing sometimes, you know, like having a certain style for your OPs and keeping consistent with that style is nice. It's also cool to break out of that style sometimes and try some new stuff, or having like your OPs all be super different. There's a lot of different ways you can approach it. I would say, like, if we're to compare it to some other shows like Mob Psycho 100, I would say they keep the same style for all of their OPs. They have the same band doing all three of the songs, and also it's always like, you know, weird psychedelic like strange visuals with like playing around with shapes a lot and being based around like the lyrics are based around numbers and stuff. Like I think Mob Psycho likes to keep a consistent style, but other shows they like to change it up a lot, you know? They like to have every OP be like a different kind of feeling to it. This show seems to have had most of their OPs be a pretty consistent feeling to them. So having something like this, where the song felt pretty reminiscent of the other songs, but the visuals were quite different, it was a good change of pace. So let's move on to the next one. No, no, no. That's no with a K, like when you know something, not no, no, no. All right, well, this one's a more intense one, maybe. Whoa, his face was intense there. The logo's changed as well. Whoa! No, okay, the style is weird again. Not weird, different. Oh man. This is way different. What the heck? Whoa, what was that? That big beam? A lot of splatters. They got a big splatter theme going on. They love repeating English words in their OPs. Wow, this is a very interesting visual style. It's definitely more intense. There's not as much comedy in this one. Oh, I like this ending. Okay. That one was very different again. That one was definitely more serious. I think it was so busy and chaotic. So I feel like that's the intention of it. I'm trying to figure out if I like really like it or I just think it's okay. I'm one of those two. I don't think it's bad. Absolutely not. I definitely don't think it's bad. It's at the very least like a slightly above average OP. I'm just trying to see if it's like very slightly above average or like way up here in terms of like it's great. I guess it depends. I think what I would have to do is I would have to be watching the show. And I'd have to get up to this point in the show and see how much that OP fits the vibe of what's going on in the episodes. Because I think that definitely sets a tone. And I'd have to see if that tone is consistent. Because it seems a bit more serious. But if the arc is actually, you know, super goofy and weird, like, that OP won't feel fitting. But who knows? So this next one is called Kagedo. Oh, I thought I recognized the song, but maybe I don't. Are we going back to traditional-ish? No, not really. This is kind of interesting too. They're getting more creative. There's definitely more creative stuff going on in a lot of these. Look at the movement of the camera and stuff. Whoa, I like her hair, like, clamping out different visuals. Oh, they're doing creative stuff with the visuals here. We see a lot from those sword fighting days. Ooh. I like the energy of this song a lot. Wow, we're seeing her, like, look sad for the first time. Oh, man, they're doing interesting stuff. I love the way that one was, like, directed, you know? Because there was a lot of stuff. I know I do a lot of comparisons on this channel. I'm hyper aware of the fact that every single time something happens on screen, I'm like, oh, this is like this. But I think the reason I do that is because I watch media a lot of the time to pick up on patterns, to understand like why I like something, what shows do specifically well. So a lot of the time when a show does something that I enjoy, I lock it away in my head. And later in the future, when I get that same feeling, I unlock that part of my brain and it's like, oh, here's all the other shows that gave you that feeling and here's why. This reminds me of the Assassination Classroom season 2 OP, the first half of season 2 OP, where it would have like circles, and the circles, I think it was the first half, maybe it's the second half. It might be the second half, but it would have the circles, and like when one circle was on a character, they would look like one thing, and when the other circle went on the character, they would look different. And the circles would go back and forth throughout the OP, and it would show the characters in a different light depending on what circle was facing them. This OP did very similar stuff, where when there was a certain part of the screen, like when they were on a certain part of the screen, they looked one way, and then they turned to another part of the screen and they looked another way. I think that's a super interesting thing to do. It keeps me visually stimulated, and it gives them a lot of opportunity to show different sides of a character or different characters or different stories in a very unique and quick way. So I think this OP did some great stuff there. The song I thought sounded familiar at the start, but then as it went on, I don't actually think I knew it. But it sounds it reminds me of another song. I don't know what it is, but it reminds me of another song. All right, we've only got 3 left. So I'm hiccuping, but we're starting the next one. This one's called Versus or VS. Okay. All right, this is colorful. Oh. This one's goofier. I like it. After some more serious ones. This one's like comic booky. Like not even manga like. This is more comic book style. I like it. Oh, this is Blue and Count again? Wow. They did 2 for Gintama? Cool. Running against these comic panels. Whoa, that's an eyeball and a pole. Oh, she's cute. That girl with the hammer. I like how it's adding characters each time. Oh, now we're losing characters again. It's going back to the base 3, 4. That's great. Are they going towards the big building? Of course they are. Classic. Wow. Still going. Cool. Hey, I liked that one. I didn't have too much to say about that one, but I liked the comic style that they had with the different colored backgrounds and stuff. And the characters like running on that colored background, and it would cut to some characters and it'd cut back and there'd be more characters following them. And it would do that all the way until there was a lot, and then it would reverse that and take them away as it did it. Really cool, really creative idea. Solid song by Blue and Count again, so cool that they got 2 songs. Will they get 3? We've only got 2 OPs left, let's find out. Next one is called Kate ni My Soul. Ooh. The guitar's great, and the slow reveal of the OP. Mwah! Awesome. Oh, I like this. That was good. Da -da -na 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 -na. Yeah. Who's this? Whoa, we're in space now. Does this show go sci-fi? There are like aliens in the show now? Were there always aliens in the show? Oh, I guess there were these guys. Dish? I feel like I know Dish. This is catchy. It's like an anthem. Imagine being in a crowd and singing this song loudly. Oh yeah, the guitar in that song was awesome. The fact that it had like that vibe of like a crowd singing it, because there was... It sounded like there was the lead singer, and then like maybe the rest of the band was just shouting the lyrics behind him singing it, which gave it this really cool feel to it. I also, it's a very small thing, but I like how in the OP at some point they were like running past a billboard, and the billboard had like what the song was called and the band on it. So instead of having it in traditional credits, they actually like put it like diegetic into the world. They put it onto a billboard in the world. That's a pretty creative idea that I don't know if I've seen done properly in an OP, so very cool. Yeah, that was great. I enjoyed that one a lot. We're now moving on to the final OP. So, is this show completed? I guess if I just, like, look up Gintama, it's not gonna, like, I imagine it's not gonna say, like going until the present or whatever. It's gonna say it finished at some point. Yeah, it finished in 2019, the magazine, like I guess the manga, sorry, did. And then the TV show finished in 2010. So it finished 13 years ago. So yeah, it's done. I'm just scrolling to make sure that there's nothing else on the page that says like it's still going today. I don't think so. So yeah, it is complete. At the very least, it's complete for now. So this will be the last OP. So let's see if it has like a finale vibe to it. Some OPs, when we get to the last one gets like super emotional because they're doing like the final season or whatever. So let's see what this one is. This one is called I Wanna Be. If you wanna be my lover. All right. Maybe it is going emotional, like cool emotional. It's crazy that the city's destroyed. And they're sitting among the rubble? Did they destroy the Earth? Did aliens destroy the Earth? Everyone's sitting among the rubble and pretty pensive. Purple-haired girl's not even got love heart eyes. Oh, I like this. This is Spy Air again. They got 2 OPs. Awesome. This is in space again. Does this show just turn into a space show in the last couple OPs? I mean, seasons or whatever? This is a good song. Walking away, waving. That's great. That's, you know what? When you end a series, you gotta end it with a photo. Like you gotta show a photograph. Did Naruto do that as well? I kinda, because I haven't seen Naruto, but I have seen all of the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden openings on my channel. You can go check them out. I kind of vaguely remember like a photo in the final OP, but maybe I'm making that up. But yeah, I like that because that's really a cool way to end things. The song wasn't like hype, but it was like nice, which I think is again appropriate for a final OP of something. It's crazy that everything's in space there. Like there was a lot of space stuff there. I didn't see any hints of that in previous OPs other than the weird alien guys with the antennae on their head or whatever, like the big eye stalks or whatever. But wow, cool. All right, let's go to the discussion. I think I really liked the second half of these OPs because they got a lot more creative in this half. The first half was like very consistent and it was just like, this was good, this was good, this was good, and for the same reasons most of them were good. But this one, they changed it up a lot, and a lot of these OPs were quite different from one another, but still kept what I imagine is the heart of the series within all of them, you know? And it gave me still a good idea of a lot of these characters, even though I haven't seen a single episode, I haven't heard any of their voices, I don't know a single thing that they do or say or anything about their backstories. All I see is these visuals of them, and I feel like I've got a good idea of a lot of their personalities through that. So in that way, I think the show's doing a good job. I think the OPs did their job correctly. So, great job! I liked these Gintama openings, and I hope you liked watching my reactions to them. Please, leave some comments. Tell me about Gintama, about things that I said, about these songs, or these bands, or anything like that. Love to read your comments, it's all really great. And if you like my reactions, I hope you do, and I hope you support the channel. Go check out some of my other videos. I got a lot of stuff, it's absolutely worth your time, trust me on that. There's a lot of good stuff that I do, and my OP reactions, they're just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much other stuff to explore, so go check them out. I got a Patreon account for full-length early access exclusive videos, and there's a VIP tier, so if you want to request a reaction for me, there's rules on the VIP tier of exactly what you can do, but go check that out. If that's something you think is interesting, it's worth it. So thanks for watching, I'll see you next time, goodbye.